All right, thrill seekers, welcome back. And this is a tense moment in my whole life, really, because I'm starting on the first song of my first official country album. Um, and I don't know if I can rise to the occasion of coming up with good enough music for an actual successful country song. It's very different from the smooth jazz. I'm just kicking back, with my toes in the sand, and I sit here looking out at the bay and the beautiful palm trees and go, beautiful palm trees. Doesn't really, but I can't worry about it too much and just have to start stabbing at something. I'm thinking I'd like to come up with the tune for the hook, the main crux of the song, which is the title. And basically, as I sit here I sit here on the bed of my truck, I realize with what kind of luck. If I do it with a southern accent, that'll help. Let's just jump in. As I sit here on the bed of my truck, I realize I need to turn off my email. Oh, wait, that's not part of the script. All right, here we go. With what kind of luck? I can reflect. I can reflect and sit here. I realize with what kind of luck I can reflect and sit here. I have 250 reasons to cheer. I have 250 reasons to cheer, my friend. I have 250 reasons to cheer, to cheer. This land began as an idea. I'm thinking about that sounds like one of my other songs. This land began as an idea. An idea. This land began as an idea. An idea to escape tyranny. An idea to escape tyranny. This land began as an idea with a fight for truth and liberty. With a fight for truth and liberty. With a fight for truth and liberty. A fair group got together to declare their independence and crafted the creation of sovereignty as a nation. 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 Nation. Trying to get it on key. So it should be just one more. So just the last one. They worked at the creation of of sovereignty as a nation, of sovereignty as a nation. We'll take a little break here. Oh, it's a little loud. Sovereignty. But with the AI, it doesn't matter if it's a little distorted. As a nation. Such a bad singer. It's so funny. All right, so let's continue. Actually, now I'm just going to grab the original. So we're gonna let's do the editing, and then we're going to start it from here. Just as a note to myself. And that should be pretty identical to the first part here. Pretty close. I'm glad I made that note. Make one more. All right. So let's do some editing here together. Record the rehearsal. As I sit here on the bed of my truck, I can reflect. I realize with what kind. Where does it start? 250 reasons. As I sit here. That's where it really begins. So this is, I was just fooling around. Let me see if whatever I wrote here is better than here. So I can reflect and I realize as I sit here on the bed of my truck, I realize with what kind of luck I realize. Where does it start? I need to make a note. How about like that? Yeah. As I sit here on the bed of my truck, I realize with what kind of luck I realize with I can reflect. I realize I realize I kind of had it. Realize. It's only the end that doesn't work. Realize. Truck. I realize. With what kind of luck? With what kind of luck? Let me see. I can reflect it. I realize with what kind of luck. I realize with what kind of luck. With what kind of luck? Kind of luck. Kind of luck. Kind of luck. Oh boy, I'll make it work. Kind of luck. Kind of luck. This one's pretty close. With what kind of luck? Actually, that works. With what I realize. With what kind of luck? Luck. It's just a little high. It's got to go like this and like that. Luck. Better. I realize. With what kind of what? That's a little too high. What? I realize with what kind of luck? With what? With. Little lower. With. Better. With what kind? What? With what? What? That's better. With what kind of luck? Kind of luck. Kind of luck. Kind of luck. Kind of. Close enough. Kind of luck. I can reflect. Let me see the luck I have to reflect and be here. I can reflect. I can reflect and sit here. I realize with what kind of luck. I realize with what kind of luck I can reflect and sit here. With what kind of luck I can reflect and sit here. I can reflect and sit here. Luck. I can reflect and sit here. That's not bad. Luck. I can reflect and sit here. I realize with what kind of luck. Kind of luck. Kind. The rest of it's not bad, but just kind of luck, 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 kind of luck. Pretty close. I realize with what kind of luck I can reflect and sit here. I have 250 reasons to cheer. Like, I'm going to move on because, yeah, maybe it could be better, but it's not bad. Now that that hurts my ears, but the AI probably wouldn't hurt her ears. To cheer, I have 250 reasons to cheer, my friend. Welcome. To cheer, my friend, I have 250 reasons to cheer, reasons to cheer. Land began at... Now, is there a musical interlude there? Yes, there is. So I'm going to put a pause there. Although I've noticed by putting long pauses in the audio, the AI doesn't necessarily add a long pause. This land There it is. This land began as an idea. I'm thinking about This land began as an idea. Excellent. An idea. I'm laughing because it's so bad, but An idea to escape tyranny. It sounds really bad, obviously, but I'm thinking the way the AI thinks, and it can take that and make something amazing out of it, potentially. An idea to escape tyranny. To escape tyranny. An idea. I think it needs to repeat. An idea to escape tyranny. An idea to escape tyranny. One more time. To escape tyranny. To escape tyranny. To escape tyranny. And of course, cut that, and then we go undo, and then we put it back. To escape tyranny. Very nice. An idea to escape tyranny. This land, we wouldn't want it again, I think, yeah. This land began as an idea with a fight for truth and liberty. Not bad. With a fight for truth and liberty. Believe it or not, close enough for the AI. Now, here we go. With the fight for truth and liberty. That's pretty close. I was gonna re-record it, but when it's close, I'm trying to remember if it's down or up. I need to bring it down. T T T T T T T T and liberty. A fair group got together to declare their independence. I could turn this into what I want to do is male and female together. Their independence and crafted the creation of sovereignty as a nation. Of sovereignty as a nation. Of sovereignty as a nation. As that's pretty close. Sovereignty as a nation. As a as a as a nation. Wow. Of sovereignty as a sovereignty as a nation. As a nation. Nation. That's good. Nation. That's pretty close. Nation. So just the last one. Trying to get it on key. So it should be just one more. They worked at the creation. Creation of sovereignty as a nation. Nation of sovereignty as a nation. Now, we're actually, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm trusting AI may be able to make something interesting out of it. Now, here's where I'm glad I made that note. Wow. So I need to sit on the bed of my truck. I realize what kind of the luck I have to reflect and be here. All right, I'll bring you back. Okay, here we go. I think now that I'm going back, as we need to fix some things here. As pretty close. As I close enough. Sit. Little higher. Sit. Sit. Here. Perfect. Not. Starts out pretty well. Here. As I sit here on the bed. Much better. On. As I sit here on the bed. On the on the here on the bed of my on the bed. Oh, that's what I meant to do. On the bed of my truck, bed of my truck, on the bed of my truck. This bears, since it's the first line of the song, it bears singing, and I'm going to be using it again. As I sit here, that's close enough. On the bed of my truck, on the bed of my truck, on the bed of my truck, on the bed of my truck. The whole thing, I was thinking just the first word being needed to be quicker, but on the bed of my truck. As I sit here on the bed of my truck. That's very good. That's close. Bed of my very close. My truck. Needs to be, I knew there was something that was out. Truck of my truck. On the bed of my truck. Much better than what I have here. On the bed of my truck. I realize. I realize. It almost works to go. It almost works to go up a little bit. I realize with what kind, with slightly lower. With I realize with what kind of luck, with what kind, what kind of luck? What kind of Is that right? With what kind of luck? Yeah. I can reflect and sit here. I realize with what kind of luck I can reflect and sit here. I have 250 reasons to cheer as I sit here. All right. My friend, I have 250 reasons to cheer. Now I have to do the kingdom thing. There's more work to do. Right. Yeah, that's it. So many fought for the release. I'll figure something out, maybe. Maybe. Little change of gears here. Many fought for the release. Many fought for the release from a kingdom. Many fought for the release from a king. Many fought for release from a kingdom. Many fought for release from release from a kingdom. Many fought for release from a king, from a kingdom, from a kingdom. Excuse me, I burped. Many fought for release from a kingdom. From a kingdom, from a kingdom. Many fought for release from a king, for release from a kingdom. I'll either use one or the other for that second one. I don't want to do a third one. Many fought for truth and for freedom. Many fought for truth and for freedom. For freedom. For freedom. Many fought for truth and for freedom. Then we'll get into that, but forgot whether we. I'll fix it later, if in case there were 2 or 3 or whatever. Okay. How much more do we have to go? I mean, this is, oh boy, all that. I can't do all that. We'll just keep it simple. Here we go. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Kiss would do a better job of songwriting than this, of course. The founding fathers did this. The founding fathers did this out of love, honor, and care. I do not take for granted these freedoms we share. The founding fathers did this out of love, honor, and care. I do not take for granted these freedoms we share. These freedoms we share. We got enough of that, yeah. See if we're still recording. Yeah, happy anniversary. Okay, here we go. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to those who dared dream, to all those who fought for the light of truth's beam. Oh, happy anniversary to those who dared dream, to all those who fought for the light of truth's beam, for all those who fought for the light of truth's beam, for the light of truth's beam. One more. For the light of truth's beam. Now I don't have to worry about coming up with any more schlock. I'll let myself do the schlock of what I did before. Here we go. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to get on to part 3. So thank you for watching part 2. Part 3 will be editing all through this to clean it up, and then we'll tack on the beginning, which is the end of the song, will be the end of the song, repeat it several times, and then send it into Suno. So I will see you on part 3. I will see you on part 3. I also need to take a nap. That was almost TMI. I guess it was TMI. Was it TMI? Yeah, I guess. Well, at least this is TMI.